Hello, hello. Hello, everyone out there. Can everybody hear me okay? It's hard to know because you guys are all on the internet. Awesome. So welcome back to the next edition of the Global Game Jam 2025 live stream. We have another hour and a half of some peeks into these amazing sites that are jamming all over the world. If you don't know what Global Game Jam is, it's a game jam that happens over the course of, right now it's been a week, but it's primarily around this weekend. And gamers all over the world are creating games over the course of 48 hours. It's a pretty magical experience to be a part of this. And I have some really great guests today. First, I'm going to bring on Alonzo, and they are streaming to us from Tasmania. So without further ado, hello, hi.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I've never spoken with someone live in Tasmania before, so this is really exciting.
The privilege is ours.
I mean, it's just I think it's what time is it for you guys right now? Let's just start with that.
1:34 in the afternoon.
That's so crazy.
In the middle of the night with you?
No, I'm operating at it's 6:30 and yesterday for you guys.
Oh, wow, okay.
Which is just
Right.
it's pretty mind-blowing to just know that there's so much of this happening all over the world. So yeah, I mean, if you guys just want to start, just tell us a little bit about your jam, what's been going on so far, how's the jam been going? Because you guys have been, it's been almost a whole day that you guys have been in jam mode.
Yeah. Well, we started at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon, and it's now 1:30 in the afternoon. So yeah, nearly 24 hours. It's going well. We've got, how many jammers have we got?
Well, in the Discord channel, we got around
We've got about 50.
50
49,
people,
50
and
people.
the people actually jamming, maybe, I don't know, 30 something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we've
yeah.
got some people on site here, and then we've got a lot of people doing it online. So some of whom we're going to talk to a little bit later on.
Yep.
And yeah, we're not quite sure how many. I'm not quite sure. You might know how many teams we've got working on different games.
Yeah, we got around like 5, 6 teams, even 7. There's some people that we know that they're in the Discord channel and they have registered to the site, but they haven't told us about it. So
They're secret jammers.
Which is fine. We're here to help if anybody needs us, but yeah, if people want to do it themselves, that's cool too.
That's awesome.
But yeah, we kind of decided that we would make a big thing out of this this jam. So we had some info sessions last weekend in 2 different places, and then we've made a big thing out of this site so people can stay overnight here. So we're here for the whole 48 hours. And then we're going to have a presentation evening next weekend where people can come and play all the games. So,
that's awesome. That's such a great way to continue building on the weekend, is to like have that, everyone gets a little bit of a break, and then you can come back and really celebrate everything that was created over the course of the weekend. That's awesome. You guys are actually the first hybrid site that I've talked to. So it's really cool to see how that works. Do you think, because this is your first jam at this location, correct? This is the first.
It's the first Applebox Studio jam.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's the first time we've hosted anything like this because we're a fairly new organization. So,
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. How long have you guys been in the game development field? or at least somewhere
couple
in
months?
the film.
a bit less than 24 hours.
Oh, this is a
Very
good opportunity to
fresh.
thank the Apple Box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Applebox Studio is an organization that we only launched in December. So
Okay.
we exist to help emerging creatives get into games, film and TV, theatre, audio and sound recording, and that sort of thing. So we put on workshops and events like game jams and competitions and classes and networking things, and we just want to help Tasmanian creatives in any way we can, and we want any Tasmanian creatives out there to reach out to us and come and say hi and join us in what we're doing. So
Yeah, I mean that's an awesome plug. If
Yeah.
you're watching in
Take the opportunity.
Tasmania, reach out to these people because they are incredible. I mean, that's amazing to have such an initiative, because that just to have like more emphasis on the arts and giving people the tools or the lift or the leverage, whatever you guys are doing to help people be able to succeed. Because I know it can be really hard in a lot of these industries to be able to make it.
There's too much value in Tasmanian arts for us not to support it, so we had to do something.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. That's awesome.
And it means we get to talk to people like you. So
And learn about game jams. I mean, I play Fortnite, but I've never been to a game jam before. So,
So are you going to build Fortnite or a new Fortnite over the course of 48 hours?
I've already got the team on it.
I was talking with another team or another site earlier today, and they were talking about doing like a local co-op or doing just MMOs for a game jam, and it is lofty for sure to do something like that in such a short amount of time, but it's possible.
well, seeing how far some of our teams have come is just in 24 hours or just under 24 hours it's amazing. I had no idea that they could do so much in such a short amount of time, so I'm really impressed. How
did you guys go about forming the teams, especially with it all being hybrid?
Well, at our information nights we held, we actually did a bit of, we called it speed networking. People
Cool.
could get to know each other's skills and how they might work together, that sort of thing.
Yeah, and some of the teams were formed through those info sessions. Some people already had teams that they wanted to work with, and then other people just turned up on the day, and we kind of went, well, that your skills work there, and how about you work with these people? And so we kind of helped form some teams as well. There are teams online that sort of formed by going, we've got a Discord server, and people just went, hey, I'm a composer, or I'm an artist, or whatever, and is anybody looking for someone? And some of the teams formed that way. So various different ways.
And there's always the solo developer too. So there's always people going solo.
Yeah.
So
Of course. Yeah. Those are probably the secret quiet ones that you guys are not sure.
Don't worry, we see you. We see you.
Just because it's okay. This is why Global Game Jam is great, because it is for everybody, and it doesn't have to necessarily be for. I think that's what's really great about hybrid as well as virtual, is that it's for people who, maybe have a little bit of social anxiety, or they do just want to be a solo developer, or they just don't need to jam in person, but they like the motivation and being able to synchronize with other people in their community to be able to like motivate them to build a game together, like our game at the same time. Kind of like the, I don't know if you guys are familiar with, like, I think it's called Nanarimo, where in November, everybody writes X amount of words over the course of that month in an effort to really spark that creative element. If you've been in some kind of creative slump, I think it's kind of very similar. If anything, game jams are just that way to spark that creativity, because it's so low stakes, but you can get something really amazing out of it.
Yeah, and we've been very fortunate that there's a whole bunch of people who have skills that haven't been able to commit to joining a team or being able to do the whole weekend. So they've sort of put themselves forward as game testers or
Mhm.
you know, just helping out with advice or
Yeah.
whatever, you know, on the Discord server, but also coming in to the site to just help
Yeah.
teams here as well, which is just incredible.
And I'm
I
going to
mean,
take
that's
this
super
moment to
valuable.
plug myself
Yeah.
as well. If any Tasmanian teams need voiceover work, I'm your guy. Okay? Come look me up. Happy to help.
I mean, there's a huge market for voiceover in the video game industry. I mean, you can really make a
Particularly
big
that's why I'm
impact.
here. So, understandable, maybe.
We if you want to just put your information, we'll have it as like a ticker box below the screen.
Perfect. Big Daddy Jack. Big Daddy Jack.
Is there opportunities for you to do voiceover within some of these games? Do you think you're gonna have?
One of the teams over the backs approached me about. I'm not going to say what kind of character, but yes, there's some interest in some voice work.
That's so funny. Shall I go and get some of the teams to see if they want to be interviewed?
Yeah, sure. We could get one of the teams. Yeah.
Go and get that team.
Yeah, definitely.
Also on that
she's
theme, it's yep. So you're talking about like the opportunity to showcase to for us here in Tasmania to get all the attention, but we're also showcasing all the talent that we have here. And for example, we kind of put up a challenge here in Tasmania. So there are a couple of really good developers here. Actually, Yarn Spinner, which is a tool that a lot of people use for like narrative in games, has been developed here. So we're kind of putting that challenge. If someone wants to use Yarn Spinner for their game, that would be like a kind of a thumbs up. There's no actual prize.
Yeah,
but
it's kind of like
a
a light promotion, but
also
lifting up people within your community. It's kind of you guys are naturally doing exactly what Global Game Jam is trying to do. That's really cool.
Exactly.
Did you guys mention what kind of site you're at? Like what kind of facility are you in? Is it like
so
a
we're in
co-working
the
space,
Soho
or?
Arts back studio.
Yeah.
It's a new, just been taken over.
Pan out. I love that you guys have a videographer.
Oh yeah.
That is next level.
If you want to go handheld, because we can get set up.
Sure, whatever you guys want to do. That's so awesome.
So this is a facility. Soho Arts is kind of the South Hobart Arts Centre.
Okay.
And they own a couple of buildings around here for artists to use.
Awesome. That's so cool.
So the physical side is in Hobart, but there's people doing the jam in other parts of Tasmania. So the island is not as small as people think. It gets kind of big. So there's people in Launceston, which is another city, over there doing the jam. There's people in Devonport. So they're jamming all over Tasmania. That's why.
So you guys are like, it's almost at this point it's like an entire region that's actually within this same jam site versus it being just like small cities everywhere. That's really cool. Did people really travel like pretty far to get to you guys, or did most people stay where they are?
Most people stayed where they are.
Yeah.
I mean, it's only 2.5 hours, 3 hours between Launceston and Hobart, so the north of the state and the south of the state. Yeah. But in Tasmania, that's really far for us. So
I'm in the United States. 3 hours is like pretty typical. Like you're still in the same state at that
point. We drive for 6 hours and we are in water.
Oh, yeah, no, we don't. I mean, kind of, but depends on where you are. Hi.
Is that
Yeah.
Hello. Will they be able to see what I've like?
If it zooms in, if you want to bring it closer.
So this is our initial sketch. You can see I'm a very talented artist.
Awesome. What is this the basis of? Like, is this a character or
what's going on is the computer game is from your character's like eyes, and you're at a school desk and you're in a classroom And the goal is to get your classmates in trouble for goofing off in class by popping your bubble gum. But having bubble gum is goofing off in class, so you will get in trouble if you're caught. So
Oh, I
the girl
love
on your
that.
right, she's on her phone, and I've got like I'm hand drawing all of the art assets because I want to prove a point that you cannot touch a computer and help
Oh,
make a game.
cool. Awesome. So everything in the game is going to be hand drawn, or are you just going to put the assets in, or are you
Yeah,
guys
it's
going
hand
to?
drawn.
That's
And then I've
very.
got, these ones are individual pieces. So
Yeah.
They brought their scanner.
that's
Like it's a
Billy.
puppeteer.
Yeah,
That
that's
is
Billy.
very clever. What can I ask what diversifiers, if any, you guys are using? Because
What does that mean?
it reminds me of the crafty one, but if you're not using that
Oh, yeah,
diversifier, I'm curious
The
what you guys
diversifiers,
are.
it are like extras that you could put into your game that
Yeah.
are presented by the global engine site.
Okay, so I think one of them was only one button.
Yep.
Yeah, so we've got
Yep.
it's one button. It's just press and hold, and you can move your mouse around.
Awesome.
And then it's if there's a crafty one, I guess it qualifies as that. I actually haven't looked through them all. And then obviously the theme is bubble because it's bubble gum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the other diversifiers are. Sorry.
That's okay.
That's right.
I didn't expect you to have them memorized. So this isn't a quiz. But that's a really very interesting take on bubble. It's been really cool to see what people
I thought it was
have.
like one of the most obvious, like because at first it was just gonna be a game about trying to blow a bubble as big as you could, but then we
Mhm.
sort of thought, I don't know, we added more layers of ridiculousness to it.
And art. I
And,
think
and art,
art
yes.
came into it. Yeah.
Well, I just like
Um,
the concept of trying to not get in trouble. It's such a fun. I'm trying to think of like what kind of game it reminds me of, but it's like a very like a sneaky game where you you don't want the light shown on you, and that's how you keep staying in the game. Because if you get the
I
light
connected
shown
with it
on
directly.
you, then you're out.
It feels like my experience at high school, trying to get everyone else in trouble while not getting in trouble. So I connect with it completely.
So this one that we're showing now, those aren't the finished
Okay.
art. Because when I was going through, I was trying to figure out what kind of art style we were going to do. And
Can you bring them
I
a little
decided-
closer? They're a little they're just light, so I can't see. Oh, I can see them now.
So the teacher is a nun, and that's not.
Oh.
She's not going to look like that in the final game because I'm still working through it. And the inspiration for the art style is like what a kid would draw. So if you were
Yeah.
like, 9 or 10 and you had a really mean teacher, how would you draw them to show that they're kind of a monster? And so I'm going to keep redrawing her. But the idea is it's an art style where the world looks like how you as a kid would draw it. And you really don't like your classmates. So they're going to look pretty horrible. Like unflattering.
The psychological.
Yeah, no, you don't want to make them look good.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the idea is
That's
that
so
in a
cool.
game like this, it would scale. So if it had more levels and it was going to get more complicated, it would actually zoom out and you'd have more students you're trying to get in trouble.
Oh, I mean, you can for sure keep developing it. That's the beauty of Global Game Jam is you can do the 48 hours, but then if you like the game, you can keep working on it, which is
Yeah.
that's a really I think you guys have a really unique concept, and I'm looking forward to seeing what it looks like when you
It's sort of
have it all
based on
put
like
together.
Newgrounds Flash games.
Yeah.
Like the ridiculous
that's-
ones that you find.
Yeah. That's so much fun.
Yeah.
That was if that was not what the diversifier ended up being, that was what I was pitching. Like specifically that sentence was what I was pitching one of the diversifiers
really?
to be, is to have it look like a Flash game that you played on Newgrounds.
Yeah.
But we have
Because
a
they just
few
do Flash.
early 2000s diversifiers, so it kind of felt like there was maybe a few too many of those, but I think so fondly about those. That was such like a nice, that was such like a simpler time.
And again, you got me through high school.
Yeah, exactly. That and Homestar Runner. Someone in the YouTube comments, they had mentioned Untitled Goose Game, which is kind of, I think, a little bit what I was thinking of, like not getting caught.
Yeah.
that's I'm if you guys have played that game or if you're familiar with that game.
Yeah, no, we are.
It's I think that one it's endless amounts of fun. So those are
Yeah, it is.
I think that's a really creative idea. Awesome.
Thank you.
Very clever. And they brought their printer, so they scan
the
it
scanner
and print
and
it,
everything,
So it's
yeah.
all going to be amazing. Amazing.
I know the goal was to help out without ever touching a computer, but I am going to have to load up Critter and actually like cut things out eventually.
I mean, we don't have to say that counts. It's not quite the same.
It's still art.
It's true.
Very good.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you so much for sharing. I appreciate it. Awesome. Do you guys
We're just gonna showcase the streaming one because there's a team that's working with Season at the moment, and they're doing
Yeah,
some
of
kind of like
course.
text-based game. So we're just gonna go with them real quick.
Okay. Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yep. Yep. One second. Share. There you go. You can see my screen if I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
Yeah, give me 1 second. Adding to the stage. Okay.
Right. Yep. So,
All right.
hey guys, how are you? Hey Connor.
Hi.
Hey Michael. Can you hear us?
Because they're the
Hi.
reason looks kind of weird.
Oh no. Wait.
Ooh.
Thing behind him, sticking. That's
Yep.
the goal.
I'm like leaning in and looking at the computer like I can help.
That's okay. That's okay. I don't think I can hear you guys.
I can't hear them. But I think it might be just that the stream is not wanting to share the sound. I'm not sure why. But if you
No,
want
but
to
I
at
can
least
hear you.
watch the stream, if you want to click on the watch stream screen. Okay, they can hear us. Perfect.
Yeah, they can hear us.
So if you want to hit the watch stream, that your mouse, the
Yep.
top left corner.
Just asking if they can
We're-
show us the
We're
prototype.
winging it. We're winging it as we go.
Yep.
Awesome. I'm sorry that we can't hear them, but
Yeah.
but if they want to type what they're, I know. I'm sorry.
There must be one way. Can you hear us, guy now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we still got you.
Yeah,
can always
perfect.
hear you.
Yeah, perfect. All right.
Oh, you can hear us?
Yep, we can hear you now.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. So
All right, guys.
we can only hear you. We can't hear. We can't hear Jess, unfortunately.
That's
We
okay.
can,
Okay.
however, mute you and
We-
then
we
listen
can
to
pass on
onto your.
Yeah, we can pass on the information and the questions. That's
She
all
just
right.
said it looks amazing already.
Good stuff. I'll take that.
Yeah, right, guys. Do you think you can show us a little bit of, like, explain us what your game is?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yep.
Um,
I'm watching
So,
Connor's screen.
okay.
Would you like me to watch Connor's or Michael's or your screen? Michael?
Michael's at the moment.
Oh, yep.
He's got the game up. I'm just working on some art. Yes.
There you go. Yep.
All right. So Cool, there we go. this is a game that we've been working on together where you run a barista store selling bubble tea.
Okay.
Oh.
I love that.
I love it.
And the theme is that people will come in with their problems.
All right.
I will have to set it so you can actually hear the music done by our lovely Jonathan. So give me 1 sec so I can share audio sound. Here we go. Can you hear the audio sound?
Yeah. I can hear it a little bit. Yeah. Just let me.
Yeah, it's a bit quiet, I imagine.
There you
There
go.
it is.
Yeah.
Wow.
Here we go. So here's our barista side. So we've got the countertop, and over here we have where we can make our drinks. Drinks to be made, but
Mhm.
at the moment
Looking
it's
at that
just
right now, yeah.
some buttons that we've got on here. So customers can come in and they can introduce themselves. Have I told you about my new dog? His name is Patchy, and he's the best dog ever. So this guy is very jolly, he's very happy, so we make him a happy drink to match his tone. So we can put in like bubbles, graphics to be determined, and then fill the rest with liquid, right? The happy juice. And we give him that, and he's all happy, he goes off. And then next we get Alex, who is so angry right now. Their partner is always staying out late. So now you have to try and infer, okay, she's upset, you need to give her the upset drink. And read what kind of emotions they got. So you give them bubbles depending on their emotions. I've got a spreadsheet detailing what kind of emotions related to this. So we've got raspberry bubbles being mad, angry. So you give them some raspberry.
Okay.
And then if it's about, since it's about work or it's about, it's a personal thing because it's my partner, you toss in some yellow, which is our personality liquid, and you give that over to her.
You've really
And
thought
then
about this.
Yeah.
next we've got Micah, who's missing their old cat, and that makes them sad. So you have to make the sad drink.
The psychological
And-
aspect is so interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess you have like a whole spreadsheet with all emotions and what the type of ingredients they have to put to kind of like.
Absolutely.
There you
Like
go.
we've got our lovely writer, Joey, just writing out and explaining how things will be tied to what emotions, and
That's awesome.
having a bunch of values that how much you need to fill in to actually express those emotions properly and get score based on that.
On the writing side to do it. But yeah, it's kind of like,
Good.
I don't know if you're familiar with the idea of an emotional color wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's sort of like that, but in a game. So tuning into those just in a conversation.
That's so interesting.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I see that even as a learning device for anyone who struggles to read humans' emotions to experience like what that might be like. How interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. That's
That's
definitely
cool.
an angle that we're approaching.
And how did you come up with this idea? How was the brainstorming?
So our very first thought before the jam even started was to make a layoff simulator. That didn't pan out too well when
As
we
in you
got
fire
bubbles.
people.
Yeah, evidently the
I said you
Oh,
fired
I
people,
want
yeah.
that too now. Oh gosh.
So like if you put like the right people for the right reasons, then you get laid off yourself.
I see that game
Um,
going a bit like Fable. You can go either evil or good.
But the
basic premise
bubble
behind-
came out.
Yeah, the basic premise behind the simulator sort of was giving the correct sort of responses to like placate
Totally.
aggressive ex-employees, but that sort of evolved into determining like characters' emotions and responding in an apt manner.
And it's almost become a much more positive thing in that sense as well.
Yeah,
As cathartic as firing people is.
Yeah.
That's really cool,
Yeah.
guys. I'm really
Thank you, guys.
impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic work. Beautiful.
Thank you guys for streaming that.
Yeah, thank
we
you.
should- we are very excited to see what comes out with this game.
Yeah, yeah,
Totally.
yeah.
So yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you guys. Thanks for joining us, and we'll talk later.
All right. Have a good
All
one.
right, thanks guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
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 Right.
That was so sweet.
Yeah.
So cool.
Like I just the coolest experience. It's I don't know, it makes me very like emotional, but like happy, overwhelming in a way. I can't even put into words because it's just I'm just blown away by what people are
The
able to do.
encouragement to
Really,
kindness in that game, the encouragement to want to cure people and help people heal around you. That's
Yeah.
huge. Like,
I love
like whether they
that.
intended that or not is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
well, I do have the do have the hold on. I do have the next site that I'm going to be bringing on in just a moment. But I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk and to show around a little bit. It was really wonderful speaking with you guys, and I can't wait to see what I feel like I say this every single time, but I genuinely cannot wait to see the games that come out of your site. I mean, just from the samples that you've shown so far, it's they're really sweet, and even the getting your friends in trouble is wholesome in its own way.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having us as part of
Of
this.
course.
Really appreciate it.
I don't know if it's going to be an
Yeah.
official tagline, but Tasmania, we're sweet.
I'll never forget that.
We'll see you when you
if
come
I
over.
ever come visit. Yeah, if I ever come visit, I'll start asking that around, and hopefully by then it'll be kind of the catchphrase, and people will be able to, apple box. That's who you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, because sweet apples. Awesome. Well, let me just bring I have the team from Malaysia that's going to be coming on. So let me just bring them on, and we'll do like a little changeover, okay?
Yeah, of course.
All right, let's see.
It'd be nice to say hello to
Yeah.
It's very cool, right?
It's very cool.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Hi. I'm coming
Hello
to you
from
from
Malaysia.
California, and we have Tasmania over here, and we're just doing a little bit of a pass off. I just talked to Tasmania for a bit about their site. They just wanted to say hi before we talk to you guys.
Hey.
Hi, Malaysia.
Yeah. What time is it in California?
7 p.m.
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, that's all right.
Oh,
yeah.
yesterday. Sorry for you guys. It's yesterday at 7 p.m. So it's still Friday for me.
What time is
Nice
it?
to
What
see you
time is
guys.
it over in Malaysia?
Sorry, what's that?
What time is it in Malaysia?
It's 11 a.m. now.
11 a.m.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a walk around, but you're probably gonna see a lot of people in various states, Or we the game dev zombies. I know they're shuffling about. Yeah. they don't look that fresh anymore,
Almost time for that second caffeine.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right.
Well, thank you so much, Tasmania. And I will talk soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
All right.
you.
See you guys, man. All right. Cool.
See ya.
Yeah. Hi.
Hi.
So
How
just
are
wanted
you
to introduce the
guys?
team.
Yeah.
We're doing okay.
Hi.
We're doing okay. Yeah, because we're not jamming per se. We're organizing. Yeah. So we look much fresher. Yeah. But we have a few people here. We have Lucy,
Hi, Lucy.
from Exola.
Hi. Hi.
Yeah.
We talked like last month. Hi.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay. You spoke to then we have Aaron also from Exola. Yeah, me too. Exola
Hi.
Malaysia. Yeah. We have Imran from our Malaysian IGDA chapter.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice to
So
meet you
that
guys.
yeah. And of course, I'm Ivan. I'm the RO here. So maybe we can. Let me see. We're not so used to live stream. How do I turn the camera around if I can? No, I can't really, right?
I don't know.
Hold on, let me see. Oh, you know what? I'll probably have to. So the thought is maybe we can do a walk around.
Yeah, that'd be
And then
great.
we'll
I'd love to
show
see the
you the office.
space.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. Emma, you wanna do the honors?
Go ahead, Imran. The honor is yours.
Okay.
Well, do you
Hello
want,
there,
if someone wants to be the
everyone.
cameraman, and then you can do like a walk backwards and kind of show us.
Sure.
Yeah.
So basically, what you walk this way.
Walk back.
Yeah, like that. Look like a real influencer.
Okay, welcome everyone to the Exola building in KL. So this is the common space that we are in right now, and it's quite empty because everyone's in the rooms doing their jamming, basically. Yeah. So we're going to move along with Ivan here.
Yeah.
So this is the first stage of game development. So you can see some people in these rooms, basically. One guy there.
Is he
So
just by
the cool thing
himself?
about Exola is, I mean, they sponsored the space for us this year, right? So they have a lot of little offices and a lot of working development spaces. So that's one, and then they have a shower here, which
Oh,
blows everyone else away. Like,
clutch.
we actually have a shower.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Good hygiene here. Very good.
Well, if you're going to be jamming for 48 hours, you want to be able to shower. That's for sure.
There's someone here having a phone call. Maybe talking to someone, maybe the parents. I'm not sure. It's an important phone call, maybe.
You should knock in.
And then the example of timelines. I don't know if you can see.
Is that someone sleeping?
Yes,
Ooh.
there's someone sleeping in there.
In the sleeping
Hello,
bag.
Yes, in the sleeping
sleeping.
bag. Yeah. So this is quite normal. Some people do have the time, and in the afternoon they will start jamming once again. So
Yeah.
we hope they're having fun. And then this is the other zombies walking around. Oh, they're going out. Okay.
I'm surprised that at 11 o'clock people are is still in zombie mode, but I guess I'm used to being up that early. Hi. Hello.
Yeah, true. Also, yeah, I stayed up till like what, 4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah. So that's usually the normal on the first day, that people will stay up for, get the idea out, get the programming done, and then some artwork here and there done, basically. So we'll keep walking because this area is a bit hidden.
How many people do you guys have at the site?
Around 105 currently.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where are they? It's so quiet.
Yes, they're all in these back rooms. So we have another person here. Hello.
Buzz.
Hi.
Our former IGJ chapter coordinator. So he's jamming now.
15 in there.
15.
50.
15. 15 games.
Cool.
Yeah. We
15.
missed the first
Wow.
one. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's so cool.
Quite a veteran also, one of the first.
All right. And then
Alright. Now we're gonna come to the area where a lot of people are.
we have a ladies zone as well, so that we prepare the area for them to sleep. It's private, it's away from everyone else. So
Yeah.
it helps, I think.
Well, I guess the handy part about being at the headquarters is the fact that you guys have these offices built in. So it does make it easier for the teams to be able to have their separate spaces instead of, trying to compete in a large room against everybody else.
Everyone has their own space and their own ideas, so they give everyone the chance, basically, that they can come up creative ideas here, and without the disturbance of like a very big group around.
Yeah.
So this is one of it.
Let's see.
We're gonna knock inside.
It's a surprising them.
Yeah. Hello, guys.
Sorry, just visiting you only.
Anything?
Oh, you're alone?
Yes, one person has already gone back.
Oh, okay.
Right. So it's solo room.
Yeah, this is solo room.
A solo room. Hello, solo.
Okay, this is not.
So in Exola, their meeting rooms are all named after the locations, right? So
Okay.
So we just label them with signs so that we know which one they can and cannot use.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
Makes
this room
sense.
Ivan, you can express this room because everyone's inside here awake.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hello, guys.
Hello, guys.
Say hi. Hi. The Global Game Jam
Hi.
Worldwide live stream.
You're live on Global
Yeah.
Game Jam.
Hi.
Hi. Oh.
Oh, okay. That's when you're awake. Yep.
If you weren't awake before, you're awake now.
Okay. All right. So this is the other rooms also. We try to. Not here.
So it basically looks a bit like a refugee camp here. Like, you have like sleeping bags, you have makeshift stuff, you have food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That feels like an
coffee
authentic
machines, yeah.
experience.
Okay, we're going to a music production room apparently. That
Okay.
they brought really, really expensive stuff in here.
I guess.
So
Oh.
Do a live stream. So John, just find out what you guys are doing.
yeah, say hello to the Global Game Jam
Global
Worldwide.
stream.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi.
We're like the sound, audio people.
You guys doing team music for like all the majority of teams, right?
Not all. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many games are you guys having to create audio for?
Right now we have 3.
3.
Yeah. We're working
Okay.
together. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Hey,
That's
good luck, guys.
manageable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very manageable.
All the production here, the keyboards, yeah, they're
Yeah.
completely prepared basically. Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
So this one,
Yeah, that's quite a
one of
setup.
the first years we had actually a whole bunch of composers and musicians coming over. So there's a few more of them around, but I think they're all asleep or somewhere.
The common thread.
Yeah, so we're trying to get more people who are not just game developers to come on board. You know, people
Yeah.
with music backgrounds, writing backgrounds, like they can just draw, come on board, why not? Right, and then we figure out how to fit you guys into the team. You know.
Yeah, that's the beauty of Global Game Jam, right? It's just you don't have to be a game developer to participate. You can just come in with some sort of talent, and you get placed on a team, and then your life's different because you've made a game, and it's something that you might not have ever done before. It's a really cool opportunity for people.
I mean, we've had a lot of success in the fact that some people who don't make games, they come for a game jam, they make their first little prototype or mini game, and then they actually consider the industry as an option for their careers.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
So for better or for worse.
It's subjective.
Yes.
There's life.
All right. So we're gonna see some veterans here.
Yeah, the strategy
Okay.
is still
The
on.
strategy.
This is the Global Game Jam live stream. Yeah.
Hi.
So you guys are being broadcast to the world. Yeah, this is Jeffrey, Steve, and a whole bunch of all of them working on that. What are you guys working on?
We're working on Risk.
Risk?
Risk will explain better, but
for me, I will pass very quick shortly to Jeffrey. It's basically a with team bubble team. Basically using it as a shield because shield can be like always being represented as a bubble, right? So shield with different element, and Jeffrey will explain further.
Passing the buckets. Okay. I'm not gonna spill too much on the game design, but basically it's a lot. The game is built on 3 pillars. It's gonna be very simple. It's gonna be very quirky, and it's gonna be very chaotic, action based. So think survival, and think cutesy, and think the unexpected. So that's basically the kind of experience that we want to actually build for this. Hopefully,
That's awesome.
With the next 27 hours and counting, we should be able to pull this off.
I think you guys, I have faith.
Excellent effect. Yes.
That was so perfectly timed.
Yeah, that was perfect. Yes.
Well, I can't. I'm really looking forward to seeing that game. That's going to be. It sounds like exactly a kind of game that I would play.
Oh, okay, okay. Looking forward for your feedback.
Yeah, of course. Awesome. How long have you guys done Global Game Jam?
This is actually our first time, second time, first time. So 4 first timer and 1 veteran since it's 2 times.
Very neat. Awesome. Well, yeah, 27 hours to go. You guys have to make it's crunch time, right? Exactly. I won't take up any more of your time.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, well, let's continue the rest of the tour. Okay, so we're about to end the circle here. Go to the comic. So, yeah. So we're gonna go see some people that apparently are not in the game dev industry. And while that, we see the area in the Exola Malaysia office. So it has all this common space where people can actually sit outside here. And some people did sleep on this couch, I'm assuming. So they find wherever they can sleep unless the doors are locked, basically, some office rooms. So they do make do what they can, basically.
You have to claim your spot early.
whole
Very cool.
comics entertainment section here. Yeah. Let's try to find the.
This is a cool office. This is really, it's a really neat setup that you guys have.
Yes, we really have. So we're about to go the full round, and here's some free gifts.
Exola even provided us with like little souvenir cups for everyone.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's so sweet. Oh my goodness. Where can I get one?
Aaron will send you.
So we'll mail it over, okay? We'll mail it over.
Okay, thank you.
All right, so we'll be entering the other dungeon. So coming in from the front.
Hello guys. Alright, want to surprise you all. Global Game Jam live stream.
Hello, say hello.
Hi. Let me on the lights.
Hi.
Okay, prepare your eyes a little bit. Yeah.
Oh.
So they're from one of the. Oh, we can introduce yourselves.
Yeah, okay, Adina.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, is it pizza?
Yesterday's pizza.
Hi, our team is actually from INSTEP, in short for Institute Technology Petronas. So we are actually from Terengganu, came here to Kuala Lumpur for this global game jam. So should I tell you guys about this game? Okay. So actually the game that we are trying to develop is actually called Bangsa Bubble, because the theme is bubble, right? So actually game is more like we want to incorporate like Malaysian heritage, not like heritage, like Malaysian culture. So the mission of the game is actually to protect the bubble. So it has its challenges through level 1, level 2, level 3, like all sort of challenges that you have to face in order for where the bubble should go to. So that will be the end of the game lah.
Yeah, and
Very
all
cool.
of you are all faculty members, right? Are you? Trainers?
We are actually staff, so like
Staff. Oh, okay.
our team consists of 5 people. 3 are the game developer and 2 are the designer lah, or the artists. So these are the people that are trying. And the software that we will be using is actually Articulate Storyline. It's not like the usual like we use Unity and sort of, because we are trying to develop that software, which is the learning software that we actually embedded into our modules learning at INSTEP. So we want to like
Very cool.
into gaming.
Yeah.
That's
Everyone's looking at
awesome.
one game, right?
Yeah, everyone is working on
okay.
it.
So we
The rest
expect.
are just like observers.
Oh, okay.
They're the playtesters. They're there to playtest.
So basically, your boss is here.
Yeah, something that we were working on.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah, welcome. Bye-bye.
Hope all the best to you guys.
Yeah.
So just for some context, INSTEP is belongs to Petronas, one of our oil and gas companies. So they're here. They kind of want to do their own game jams in the future. So they're trying to like figure out how to run this kind of events.
Oh, okay. Wait, I think now I'm recalling hearing about them in some context. So that's cool that they're there to absorb the information, see what the experience is like, but also participate and make their own game at the same time.
Yes.
And Malaysia is a huge oil and gas country, so hopefully they fund events like this more.
Yes.
You get that sponsor money.
Yes. All right. So
Also, one other cool thing is we have a lot of universities here. So like some of the teams are actually comprised of like I think just now Jeffrey's team was comprised of maybe 4 different universities together. Yeah, so that's what we try to encourage them not to come as a pre-made team, but we wanted them to mix and form new form new teams to get to know each other. You know, so this one is from one of the local vocational colleges. So let's see.
hello.
Are you dressed?
Are you dressed? Are you well prepared?
All right. Say hello to the rest of the world.
Hello.
Yeah. So, what are you guys working on? Oh, 3D. Oh, you're a bit more hardcore. Yeah. So, who's the group representative?
I think it would be when.
One. How do you explain what kind of game you're working on?
So right now we are working on
Oh.
3D game.
Yeah.
Since the theme is a balloon,
Bubble, yeah.
So then vampire chasing bubbles.
Vampires chasing bubbles.
Is it because of the generated naming yesterday? So some context here. As we also have some agreements where if there's pre-formed teams in our global game jam, they will have to do a random generated naming of their game. So based on that generated name, they have to use it on their game basically. So this is one of them. Did it yesterday, and they had 3 tries, and this was the last try. So it's a Dracula game basically. So yes.
So then at that point you're stuck. Yeah.
But they find it's good. They like the Steam. Yeah.
I like that kind of challenge. That's a really interesting version of a diversifier. Definitely giving me some ideas for maybe next year for sure. That's use this random generator to make your game.
Do you? Yeah.
No, we didn't use this year. We used the names.
Oh, okay.
So this year we didn't decide to use ChatGPT. In the previous year, we did use another challenge to throw into the works in everyone's idea. So, but we decided why not just use the name generator this year only. So everyone liked it, and then everyone was entertained yesterday. If we were here yesterday, everyone was shouting "Roll again, roll again, roll again." Yeah, it was really interesting. And then this year has been very energetic.
That's awesome. I think that's such a fun way to add that extra bit of creativity to it. It's like a fun constraint. I love those kind of name generators. Any kind of randomizer is just always fun to play with.
Yeah, so we typically use it for people who come with friends. So there's a little extra challenge to it,
Yeah.
If you form a team here, you don't need the generator.
Yes.
Yeah, but if you come with
But you can
friends
if you want.
Yeah. You can. Yes. Yeah.
It's more fun that way,
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have this is the back to the pantry. So
we
have
have
here.
Complete the 1 round basically.
How big is this place? It's huge.
And then,
the global game jammer. Yeah. So that basically more or less concludes the whole session because we've used up the whole floor, right? Exola loaned us the floor. There are little prayer rooms, there's shower rooms, there's all the facilities that we needed. So we're very thankful to them to actually provide us with this sponsorship.
Yeah, definitely.
And hope for more future sponsorship because this has been the 3rd year already, and it's been great. I've been coming back here for the last 3 years already, and I find it very routine already at this point. Even so, making game jams also is hard, and looking at people also, and this also helping to organize around with Ivan also.
Yeah. So they're basically the new generation. I'm the old generation.
The old guy.
Yeah. So we have new blood coming in, and we're always happy to support these guys. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's what's really important about Global Game Jam is showing people and creating for those next generation. I mean that's why we also have GGJ Next to give an opportunity for 10 to 18-year-olds who are interested in game development. But it's like kind of like paying it forward and also passing it back. Just getting to know more people in your community, which I think is also like the very cool thing is. You just make so many connections out of this jam and this experience.
Yeah. I think the fun because Malaysia, we are one of those like multiracial countries, so we have different races, different people, different creeds. So it's fun to see people from different like you colleges. Some people fly in like Instep was from Terengganu. Terengganu is about 6 hours, 7 hours away.
It's basically a different state from the capital right now where we're in.
Yeah. So we get people coming in, and then and where we've been growing year on year, we're growing steadily, right? But we're not a big country. So,
as big as US,
yeah, we're definitely not as big as US. We're not as big as a state, Yeah, but we hopefully slowly grow the industry that way, Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you guys showing me around. It's really cool to see the headquarters there too. You guys are very lucky to have that kind of space. I've seen a lot of different spaces over the course of just today alone. And so it's very interesting to see what people are able to come up with to provide for the jammers. But
Yeah,
it's
this is
you
one
guys
of
are really lucky to have Ixola have that space for you guys too, because it's set up pretty much for game jams.
Yeah.
We have other locations also this year.
There's about 4 other locations, but they vary. Some of them are college and the universities, right? Some of them have people are showering with a bidet, that kind of thing. You know? So there is a range.
Rough.
Yeah. So not to give the impression that every jam site in Malaysia is like wow, fancy office with interior design. And some of them are a bit more raw, right? But I think that's the fun of it. So there's a lot of co-working spaces here as well. So a lot of them have actually moved into a co-working space to actually run the game jam.
Cool.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. So I think that's
more or less it for Malaysia side. I think we
okay. Yeah, I don't want to keep you guys.
Global like what they saw in Malaysia office here, and everyone is jamming here. Basically, a good mix of veterans, students,
industry players,
and also outside industry players also.
Yeah.
Right.
Well,
thank you guys again. Yeah, of course. Thank you for participating. I really appreciate it. It's I do have the next group that's going to be coming on, but I really thank you so much for your time. I can't wait to see what these games are going to come out like. They sound like they're really, really interesting. So I think that they're going to be a very I don't know. I love the all of the different ways that people are interpreting Bubble. So it's really cool to see how diverse it is just within different sites, what they're able to come up with.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. So
awesome.
Right. Do you need us to stay to say hello to the next group?
No, you don't have to stay. It's totally fine. They're good.
Okay.
I saw them pop in and they popped out. So I'm just gonna put this on a little bit of a pause, and then I'll bring them in. So thank you guys again, and we'll talk soon.
All right.
See you. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. Good luck, guys.
Bye.
Yeah, that was so cool. What an amazing space that they have there. All right, I do have us the next site here. Let's see. Hello.
Hello. Hey, Jeff.
Hi.
G'day. You can hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, perfect. It's coming through the, what's it called? Go bottom right and
Hi. Awesome. How are things going? We can start with the classic. What time is it where you are? How far into the game jam are you? 1 p.m. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We started at 3 p.m. yesterday.
Have you been going the full almost 24 hours or?
No,
bit more sensible. Everyone cleared out and got a good night's sleep. So that was top priority, I think.
I think that that's definitely key. There's that want to be able to stay up all night, and you're really excited because you want to make the game and hang out with everybody, but you can't make the game if you are exhausted and you've gotten no sleep.
I can barely make the game when I've got full sleep.
It's the first global game jam here in Darwin, so we're sort of trying to figure out the best way to do things. A couple of us here have jammed before in other cities, but first time. So we're just hoping to set a sustainable benchmark and see what we can come up with in future years.
How many people do you guys have jamming at your site?
10,
About.
I think.
10.
Okay.
Yeah, 10.
Awesome.
Yeah.
What kind of space do you guys have?
Well,
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. What you're a city of? I'm guessing a population number, which I don't know. What is the population?
Yeah, there's about 150,000 in Darwin. So I think we've got an amazing game developer community here, which is really growing. So
awesome.
Pretty thrilled to have enough of us here.
Yeah, small town vibes.
I'm from a small town too. I can appreciate that.
Awesome.
Show us around.
Yeah, I wonder if can we camera flip, or is this maybe not.
No.
Maybe I'll copy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of different ways people have been showing around. So
so we're here. We've got a co-work space here in town. So a few of us work here pretty regularly. So yeah, we're facing out into the main thoroughfare in town here. So we've had a few people have a sticky beak and have a look what we're up to. But yeah,
I love that phrase.
Things you don't realize are unique.
Yeah,
I don't want to start using that and cop that from you guys, but I do really like that in terms of like that's a really good phrase.
Yeah, so few different projects. We've got a few different game engines in use. Quite a few experimenting with Godot this weekend.
Okay.
I'm taking care of audio, so we've already done some little location sound recordings and dialogue recording. Sky's here with her art pad, sketching away and creating some 2D assets. So,
are you guys working on one game together, or do you have a couple games that are going?
There's quite a few. We've kind of got quite a few people working on a solo project, and then like we're all chipping in on each other's work as well.
Cool.
So
okay.
Bit of a combination of like working in loose teams and on our own, just to keep maximum flexibility with the small numbers.
Yeah. No, that's a fantastic idea, because you can really benefit from the other people's skill set, and you don't have to rely on yourself as a solo dev, but you still are essentially the director.
Yeah, we've got a mix of like quite experienced developers and people newer into it, so there's quite a lot of skill sharing going on and troubleshooting and whatnot.
That's a really cool co-working space you guys have. I love going to co-working places. I've been to a bunch of them from East to West Coast and South America, and I'm just always amazed at how people make them all very unique. Yours is so bright. It's so pretty there.
Yeah, and it just kind of gives the community a place to come together and a place to grow, I guess. Like, a few years ago, this didn't exist, and it's just gone from strength to strength, which is much the work of Dylan here. He's one of the community leaders here, so yeah, very proud of our output here in Darwin.
That's really cool.
Happening.
Yeah, we're just talking about the co-working space. And
talking about the co-working space. I've seen a lot of really interesting spaces over the few streams that I've been doing, and it's just really cool to see what kind of setups people have, and the fact that you have that all the time. Are the people that are there people that you knew ahead of time, or did you have kind of some people that just randomly?
Yeah, we're pretty tight knit here, so I mean, most people in Darwin seem to know each other.
Yeah,
but,
small town vibes.
But definitely within the game dev community, it's very tight knit. Not to say newcomers aren't welcome. We've made a big effort to get the word out, but I think it'll take a few years to build some momentum and get people understanding what Global Game Jam's all about.
Yeah, it's just getting that foot in the door, showing the community what you guys have created. Do you have plans to share outside of Global Game Jam what you guys are creating, like having a community event or anything like that?
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to do a showcase and get some people down and we've got this amazing space here. We can put on events and show
Yeah.
off the work people have been doing.
Yeah, you can have like a
Definitely,
playtest
yeah,
night. Just invite people in, like, food, beverages, Cokes, like Coca-Colas. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a really neat way to get people introduced to that kind of co-working space, because I do feel like that can sometimes be the hard part, is people don't always know what a co-working space is or what the purpose of it is, or they don't use it necessarily to build community. And I'm always the person at a co-working space that welcomes everybody in and tries to get them to join or stay, or I give like tours. I become an unofficial brand ambassador of the co-working spaces. So it's really cool to see that you guys are doing very much the same thing. You seem really passionate about that space.
Yeah, I would love to have you in Darwin, and you're more than welcome to advocate for the array, and we'll have a hot desk put aside.
Thank you.
Sounds like a good
Thank
deal,
you.
Jess. Done.
There's plenty of car parking. There's always car parking.
Perfect. What kind of games are you guys making for the jam?
Well, let's see if anyone's open to having us walk by. Sky, can we see some of your sketches? So tell us about your concept.
Yeah, so I'm working with Declan, my partner, who is doing the coding and I'm doing the art for it. And we're making like an underwater horror game, like a cutesy horror game. And this is a little character I've made for it. So she's like a little kitty cat going into this abyss to collect bubbles for oxygen. So cutesy horror is
Tell us about the prompts, like where you got the idea.
Oh, I got the idea from yesterday when I saw like a Animal Crossing, but a POV horror game, like a really cool like reinterpretation of Animal Crossing, and I thought that'd be a great combination of like cutesy and having like this abyss going down and everything.
Yeah, no, it looks awesome. It's so good.
And then
love that.
That's like the UI for the in a helmet kind of thing. It's very hard to see in the dark, but
I can actually
yeah.
see it pretty well, but very neat. Wow, I love that concept. I mean, I as most people were at the beginning of the pandemic, huge Animal Crossing fan. And I love the idea of it being like having the horror twist to it. It's a very fun element. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see the finished product.
You got anything we can look at, Luke?
I'm building right now, so maybe you can
Okay, we've got a few more Visual Studio windows up here. Dan, hello. Quick look. This is the game I'm doing. Hang on, let's get positioned here. Let's hope it doesn't break. It broke, but it's okay. You just hit the bubbles. So there's a big giant. Wait.
Is he wet?
Talk us through the premise here.
He's just blowing bubbles. He's a big giant, and you're hitting his bubbles, and you're ruining his fun. But yeah, that's the game.
So Dan's quite an experienced developer, and had like animations and rigs up and running within a few hours. So now it's just about making things as silly and funny as possible. Yeah.
I love that.
So
ruining this fun.
Voiceover reactions this morning, and it's going to be really silly, basically. Yeah.
I love that so much.
Thank you.
Very cool.
Dan is one of our jammers who has participated in previous years in down in Melbourne. Yeah.
Okay.
As well as myself. So we're both more recent arrivals to Darwin. Yeah. But
very cool. I have to say, I don't know where Darwin is in relation to.
In the middle, all the way up the top. Very top.
Okay. That's how I describe my hometown in my state, is actually exactly the same way.
Yeah, so we're up in the tropics here.
Yeah.
So, I guess Fahrenheit. It's like 90 to 100 at the moment, and humid all the time. So,
Oh yeah, because it's summer. Also,
so yeah, that's like 35 degrees Celsius and steamy.
It's actually not.
yikes! Perfect time to
No
be
way.
in a room with computers, right?
More so the aircon, but yeah. So Luke here is a 3D artist primarily,
Hi.
and learning some Godot this weekend.
Yeah, first time I've ever jumped
So
into.
we got some. I'm making a bubble, a really nice looking bubble, and then when I press this one, at the moment the bubble's gonna little move around and float around, and yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Is
this your first time doing like player controller? Yeah, ever. First time I've ever coded a player
Wow.
controller. So it's been a pretty cool learning experience. Nice to have a chunk of time to dedicate towards it, and it's even better when you can do that surrounded with a few mates. So
Yeah, definitely.
well done. So yeah, it's like easy to not easy, but once you have a few tools, you can get a lot more done.
Yeah.
Anything?
It's really
Daniel?
that's really impressive to just start playing with that engine right for the game jam.
So Daniel here showed up with a tech demo kind of little prototype of this like spawning system written in Python. Did you say?
In Python, yes.
Can we have is that or have you been porting all this into
Unity?
Into Unity?
Yes. So it's come a
Got
long
anything-
way since yesterday. I can show you the original
Let's have a quick look.
demo here. This here.
Oh, cool.
So it's a little physics simulation.
Yeah, so all
Oh, that's
physics based.
awesome.
And this is all written in Python, did you say?
In Python, yes. So not
Yeah.
the best language for it, but I was learning it at the time. So
Yeah, but
might
I
as well
mean,
give
why
it a
not
go.
though, right?
Completely from scratch. And did you end up going with the sort of cell
Yes.
like
So that's what we're looking at.
microbe
Yeah.
idea? So this is now what's happening in Unity.
So we have
Cool.
the physics simulation is kind of hacked together, but it's working. And I'm just starting on getting cell destruction. So I've been putting
Wow.
medical systems. It is currently broken, but it's coming together.
That's
slowly.
okay. I don't expect anyone to have a perfect finished product right now. So
It's early days.
That's it.
yeah.
Or halfway through, something like that.
Yeah, plenty of time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so that's the bulk of the projects happening at the moment.
And Leonie's putting a little level out of that.
There's a few other side quests on the go.
Yeah.
But,
Like what? What kind of side quests?
I've been writing some music for some of the games. So I'm basically the audio department for the jam
Okay.
here. So,
Classic one-person audio department. I feel like that's very typical.
I feel personally attacked. Look, that is the bulk of my work as a freelancer as well. So you're not wrong. But yeah, so I've got my little tiny keyboard set up on the desk and headphones. It's also the hottest 100 today, which is a big music countdown of the year for 2024. So we've had that on the radio. We're just having a good time, taking it easy. It's not a stressful environment, that's for sure.
It shouldn't be. That's if it's stressful, then it becomes not fun, and then if it's not fun, then you lose the motivation to do it.
Yeah. Well, we're keeping it fun. That's the goal.
Should play some of the sounds, man, that you've made. They're very cool.
Yeah, you should play some of your sounds.
He's
Are you making them for the
He's
Animal
incredible.
Crossing game? Because I'm really
Everyone.
curious if it's going to be like a very dark version of the classic music that's in that
So I
game.
brought my little handheld recorder, and a microphone. So basically, we've just been. If you need a sound, we go out in the back kitchenette and record the sound. So, got a few things to load up. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
From our dialogue recording this morning, we've got some a lot of bubble related. This is for the giant in Dan's giant box.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, I'm not sure how well it's coming through.
I mean, I sound like I'm in a cave. I feel like that's a good thing because he's. But
yeah, that's the intended effect, I believe.
Yeah.
I think this was the most successful. It's giving like Seinfeld a little. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We did
Yeah.
put some like, some
Yeah,
of
I
these
really
ones.
like that. Wait, is it Seinfeld that I'm thinking of now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Slap bass and like mouth.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's probably the only thing I'm ready to show to the world just yet. Yeah, this is my modest little music production situation.
The bananas, is that part of it?
Yeah, no, that's critical actually.
Yeah, it's an amazing. I've never seen anyone work the way Ben works, but he gets results, so we let him do what he needs to do with the sounds. Yeah.
What
Very
else,
cool. Dylan, are you working on anything, or are you just the site organizer?
Yeah, I normally am just the person who organises the jams and here in Darwin, and I don't tend to also get on the tools. It's been a while now, but this weekend I foolishly said that I absolutely would make a game. So I also
A promise you have to
going
keep.
through it. Exactly. So I am learning Godot for the first time. So my experience is in Unity. So I've taken the challenge to try and pick up Godot. And so far, I'm really loving it. I think it's an amazing engine. And, we'll keep using it. The jury is still out, though, on whether or not I'm going to actually be able to finish a game in time. But I think it should be okay. I've scoped it. Not too bad.
A good starting point.
So far, I've done, Bracky's tutorial. I don't know if I guess there's quite a lot of people who would know that.
Yep.
I'm thinking of the blended donut. That's
Yeah.
the
I
most,
think of that. That's like the classic tutorial everyone knows. The blender donut.
Isn't the blended donut cancelled now?
No, surely it's still going. No, it's still going. Yeah, we've got some. Yeah, we've got the nod from the judges.
What happened with? I don't want to know what happened with the blender donut. I didn't realize it was potentially controversial.
I think it just necessarily wasn't the best beginner-friendly tutorial.
Yeah, right.
In terms of workflow and whatnot, but
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't be.
I haven't done it, so I don't know.
The jury is still out. I haven't done it
Still out.
either. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is from scrolling Twitter too much, so probably not the most informed opinion.
Yeah.
yeah. It also depends on when you've been scrolling Twitter about it.
Yes. There's a little snapshot of the game right now. I don't know if you can.
Wait, I can only see a keyboard. No, I can only see an owl now.
Oh god. Here we go.
Oh,
How's that?
cute! Awesome.
So, it's amazing how that only took 7 hours. Really just comes together smoothly when you're learning new tools. Just effortless.
Hey, I wouldn't discount how much time you can spend on it. You know, it's everyone learns at a different rate, and especially if it's brand new to you and you've made it that far, that's also impressive.
We had lots of distractions yesterday. One of the key questions got really philosophical last night. That took a good hour or so. And maybe Jess, you might be able to weigh in on this, but
I'm on the spot now. This isn't interviewing me. I'm interviewing you.
So we all chipped in and bought some enormous pizzas, like they're the extra large.
Enormous.
And then we were wondering, for a square pizza or a circular pizza with the same area, which one has more crust?
These are
Do you mean
tough
like
questions.
per?
So pretty much we spent like 45 minutes with the whiteboard trying to write a mathematical proof of how much crust to area ratio a square or circle pizza has.
Yeah.
Then we asked ChatGPT and it lied to us.
Oh no. Well, I mean, what do you expect? They do have the disclaimer that they may not give you the correct information on there. So
No, we're having there's definitely some silly side quests going on. But
so what
we're all
was the
learning
verdict?
something.
Well, what do you think?
I want to say square, but math was never my strong suit. So
So you're correct. Square has more crust per area.
Yeah.
So use this
this is what the
information
people want to
wisely.
know.
I guess we've proved the Italians as a crust-hating nation.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they've minimized the crust.
Yeah.
Well, some people don't like the crust. So I mean, there's plenty of pizzas that are crustless, or they're cheese stuffed crust. So there's endless options.
We're getting to the big questions here.
Yeah. Yeah. That was just day one.
Yeah, that was day one. Exactly. Don't even.
Yeah,
please don't talk to us tomorrow. That'll be a nightmare.
Yeah, who knows?
Well, I have to check in to see what you guys talked about tonight, right?
Yeah. Yeah. What
in like the
equations we come up with?
loopy 12 hours in kind of hazy vibe that you're in. That's when the real conversation starters happen.
Yeah. No, it's been so fun.
Good. Well, I'm glad you guys are having a good time. That's really the whole point of Global Game Jam, isn't it? It's just it's a really fun weekend of creativity and hanging out with your friends, meeting new people. You know, you happen to make a game over the course of the weekend, or you might not. You never know. But it's not a competition. It's just an avenue to meet and have a unique weekend, which I think is definitely. I mean, I don't really get to talk to people from Darwin, Australia very often.
Yeah, not many of us.
So the odds were low to begin with.
I participated in Melbourne 2020 in January, just before the pandemic and all that, and that experience really set me on the path of working in the game industry. So it's awesome how much a little weekend like this can lead to.
Isn't that awesome? Just you don't realize the impact of what is happening at the time that it's happening, and then it sets you potentially off in a completely different trajectory than you were previously on. Just so from 48 hours, it's crazy how it can just change your life.
Hang on, I'm gonna spin around so we have a more people involved here.
Hi. Awesome. Well, I'm gonna let you guys get back into all of your creativity. Thank you so much for giving me this tour of your space and sharing what it's like to be in your co-working area. If I'm ever in Darwin, I'll come by. I Googled co-working Darwin. I don't know what the name of the space is. If you guys want to plug that. For
The
anyone.
Array.
The
That's,
Array. Okay, very
yeah,
cool.
so it's a technology and game development. Well, please.
No, mate, you're doing a great job.
Co-work space and a not-for-profit, so really focused on community.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are doing a great job. Really.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks, Jess.
Bye. Thank you so
Bye.
much. Happy
Bye,
jamming.
Jess.
Bye. Thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you.
All
You
right.
too.
Take care. Bye. Oh, that was amazing. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for the past hour and a half, watching, checking in with Tasmania and then Malaysia and Darwin. I feel like I'm a globetrotter, and I haven't even left the space that I'm in. We have another live stream that's going to be coming up tomorrow. Let me just get that time for you. I believe it's at 5 p.m. UTC, and we will be starting with India. And I'm really excited to see what they will have been creating over the past 24 hours. I know it's kind of crazy, this whole time zone business. It's really cool to be able to get a peek into what it's like to be in so many different places at once. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you tomorrow. And if you're jamming, I hope you guys are having a great time.